Welcome to your Saturday strategy. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. I want to share with you guys something that's dear to my heart, and that's the whole concept of outsourcing, having an assistant, having a virtual assistant. You see, this can truly change how productive you can be like nothing else can. It is so important that you realize that if you don't have an assistant, you are your assistant. There are so many hours in the day, you know all the cliches. We can't get enough done by ourselves. You have to have a team. One of the most inexpensive ways to do that is to have a virtual assistant. Now, you believe it or not, you can hire virtual assistants for as little as $2 to $3 an hour. People in the Philippines, I have great ways that you can find through services where to find these people. Now, that's double and oftentimes their minimum wage. So it's actually a good paying job for them in their country, so you actually are helping these people as well. Now, when hiring a virtual assistant, there's a few things that you have to kind of think about. First of all, figure out what is draining you, what is taking all of your time, and those are the things, and it's not making you money per se. That's the things you want to get rid of. You have to let go of the fact that we always think that we do everything best. No one can do things like we do them, so that we have to hold on to everything, right? No one, mine, just like we're kids, right? I do it myself. The problem with that is, you sound childish, right? The other problem with that is it just doesn't work. Because the reality is, most tasks someone else can do for you, and even if it is not exactly the way you would do it, it's done, and it's done good enough to get the job done. So you want to let go, okay? Now, you also want to give people expectations, reasonable expectations, if you have a virtual assistant, on what you expect from them, what kind of timeline you're looking at, okay? And what results you want. You want to give them the expectations so they know what that you want from them. And train them. Spend the time to give them the tools they need to succeed. Okay? Now, what are some things you can outsource? Well, all kinds of things. You could have them research different networking groups and online groups where you should have a presence that can get you leads in business, and then have them go on e-sign articles, research articles that are relevant to those groups, and post them to those groups in your name. That's just one idea. Another idea is to have them call on expired listings for you. Have them call on expired listings and set appointments for you. They can do that so you can be out in the field meeting with more prospects. This is another idea. You can't really do paperwork remotely, but there's ideas that you would not believe. All of your social networking, social media, all those types of things can be handled by a virtual assistant. You just have to dive in. Once you do, it will change your life, okay? Some things you're going to need if you're going to have a virtual assistant is something like either Dropbox or Google Docs, which I recommend with the new Google Drive feature, so you can share and collaborate easily. Jing Project, so you can do short videos where you actually can point to things, record your screen, and show them how to do things. I recommend that. You also may want to use something called XZoom, XOOM.com. This is basically a service, a website you're going to use to pay them. That's how they're going to want to get paid, and it's a small fee to pay them that way. And then Skype is a great way to talk internationally, very cheap, through your computer. So that's some of the tools. And hey, if you don't get the results you want with a virtual assistant you find at first, hey, retrain them or replace them until you find someone who works for you. Because again, it will expand your business like nothing else. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next week's tip. And remember, no more of this, I do it myself. Let go and take your business to the next level.